In today's lesson, we're going to practice finding the area of right triangles when we have some missing information. First of all, the area for all triangles, the formula is area is equal to 1/2 times the base times the height. So let's look at this triangle. I see that the height is not marked, it's missing, and my base is 7. So since the height is missing, and I notice the height is also a leg in the right triangle, I'm going to have to first use my Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, to find out what that height is. Now, before I get started, let's make sure you understand the directions. It says round intermediate values to the nearest tenth. That means in the middle of the problem, and in this example, it'll be when we're finding our Pythagorean theorem, go ahead and once you get to that answer, round it to the 10th, then plug that value into your area formula. So basically, every time we get an answer, we're going to round to the 10th today. Okay, so I am trying to find a leg, so I'm going to leave a alone, a squared. I'm going to plug in my other leg, which is the base, also the base, which is 7. 7 squared goes there, and then my hypotenuse is 8 squared. So I plugged in. Now I'm going to simplify each value. A squared plus 7 times 7 is 49 equals 8 times 8 is 64. Now I need to go ahead and get a squared alone, so cancel out the 49. And I get a squared is equal to 15. Now I take the square root of both sides, and the square root of a squared is a, and the square root of 15, whenever I punch that into my calculator, I get 3.87, a little bit more, but since I'm rounding to the 10th, I just needed to look at that 7. I need to go ahead and round up to 3.9. So the leg is 3.9, but in this case, the leg is also my height of my triangle. So now I know the height, I'm going to use 3.9. Now what I can do to find my final answer is I'm going to plug the 3.9 and the 7, the base, into this formula. So area is equal to 1/2 times my base is 7 times my height is 3.9. So really, some of this I can do in my head. I know 1/2 times 7, 1/2 of 7 is just 3.5. So I really want to know what's 3.5 times 3.9. And whenever I put that into my calculator, I end up getting 13.65. But again, it tells me round final answer to the 10th. So I look at the 5. The 5 says round up. So my area is 13.7.